Hey YouTube, this is Ben Gussel. How's it going? I definitely have some things in my mind. That's for sure. That's for darn sure. I've had a pretty decent week though. I like being a little less busy. I've had some odd dreams. It is true, but kind of a lot of the. Uh, I'm at a gigantic performing arts theater, and I go to the wrong concert hall, and the orchestra's playing, and I'm supposed to be playing it. And yeah, that's a very common theme. I just, I don't know. I just tend to have a lot of these performance dreams. Anyway, so, okay. What's on my mind here is it's going to sound like something out of a movie. I think you guys already know what I'm about to talk about. And I'm just going to spell it out, you know. So half vent, half, well, it's going to go a few different directions. Maybe. It's the way that everybody's acting in public. Coronavirus stuff. But here's what I noticed here. I was going to Walmart with a buddy of mine. And, we're just getting a few things. We ended up getting more, not so much than anything at Walmart, but more stuff at, like, I don't know, Fred Meyer and stuff. But so, yeah, we're at the Walmart and over Mill Creek and stuff. Or I should say anyway, between Linwood and Mill Creek and stuff. Anyway, it's just kind of the parking lots at Walmart are always full of nutty people. They just are. And so I'm trying to find a parking space, and that was a little bit weird. It's always weird there. And then as I was getting out of the car and walking toward Walmart, again with my buddy of mine, we passed by a blonde woman who, she looked attractive. I had no idea. She was single, married, or whatever, but she looked absolutely miserable. Absolutely miserable. So I don't know. Anyway, so we're heading in there, and um, apparently they had like a door that you're supposed to go into. So it's not like you can just go in any door you want. It's one door, and so I just okay, whatever, no big deal. And I was looking at stuff. There's long lines everywhere. People are just, it's understaffed. Looked at some movies, looked at some video games, maybe, I don't know. It's more, my buddy of mine is more into, um, I don't know. It was just, it was like a half-hearted thing, but he was looking at for some stuff in particular, and uh, it was a little frustrating. I didn't really want to get any food there. The only hot food they had was like McDonald's had a little thing in there, and it was closed down. It was like early in the day, even. It was, it was not even dinner time yet. It might have been 6, but it was still early to have McDonald's close. But I would, it's McDonald's. Why I don't know why I wanted to go there, but so people were just being kind of either okay or a little bit rude. Like, for me personally, I have not gotten used to this 6 feet away from everybody thing. I don't have the coronavirus, and so in a public place, you're going to be, there are times when you're going to be closer than 6 feet away from someone. Some people are just moving through the store quickly, others slowly, or whatever. You're not going to see people, intersections, store. It's going to happen. So I just don't mind it. I don't mind it when people are close to me. By the same token, I don't really think it's a big deal if I'm closer than 6 feet away from somebody, if I'm not stopping there. I'm just moving away from them. And I'm not even breathing their direction. Like, looking in a different direction. I certainly wouldn't cough in someone's direction. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that stuff right now could get you arrested, I guess. But I just, I'm not having this different way of thinking. I have not. It's something that I just, I don't. I've told myself I don't want to change my way of thinking, and this leads more into the meat of what I'm going to talk about. So we go get some, we head out of Walmart, like, don't want to wait in long lines, but you wanted to ask some questions about, like, cords for, I don't know, it's like in the video game movie range, and headphones and stuff. And so we get a bite to eat at, I don't know, a Mexican place. It was good. It filled me up. Then we went over to Fred Meyer and got a few more things and called it good. Went back to his place and did some fun stuff. It was just, but it was just kind of like, Fred Meyer was nicer, but I tell you what, folks, like, I just felt like, looking at everybody, just doing people watching, because that's really where you're gonna people watch right now. It's grocery stores and department stores and stuff that have groceries, because everyone else is closed. You can't people watch at malls. The malls are closed, basically. With maybe just a few exceptions. I guess they're still open, but only for those few businesses that are vital, I guess, in malls. I don't know what they would, I haven't really been inside a mall for a while, but basically I feel like there's this, on top of everything we're dealing with, there's this kind of push to get people thinking the same way. To get people thinking in ways that they normally wouldn't think. And I cannot say that that's a positive thing. And it's been my gut feeling for quite a while now. Because there will come a point in time when this thing is over, and it should be over at some point. Right? Over. Done. I don't want to live the rest of my life being distanced from other people. The heck is that about? No heckin' way. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to live the rest of my life not being able to work. That's not going to happen either. And I'm not going to live the rest of my life in such a way where I have any shred of a mind to pay attention to government in a moral sense, or in regard to how should I act, or what should I do, and who are my overlords, right? Who is the boss? So I know it's probably not going to be a whole lot of people watching this video, at least not for a while. I could be wrong. But in case anybody's wondering where I stand again and all this stuff, I would tell President Trump this directly. I'm pretty sure at least that he would act in a way that was approving of what I'm saying. But anyway. So I am my own person. I decide what I'm going to do. It is true that I belong to the LDS Church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but ultimately I am my own master. I call the shots. All right? That is the way it is. Now, other people, like my parents and my family, have a huge influence, and of course the church. Yes. Government? Heck no. They can make just laws, but they have to be just. The government has nothing to do with my beliefs and what who I see as my leaders. Now, it's true we have a president and everything, and we should have some degree of respect for him, I suppose, but it's respect for law and order, at least. Respect for law and order. respect for the rule of law. But beyond that, heck no. No. Of course, if there's a very good man who's president, I'll pay more attention to him in even a moral sense because I know he's a good man. So that's like, always thought Reagan was more that way, or Carter was around before I was born even. And when it comes to my behavior in public, I'm going to be how I've always been. I'll probably be a bit more mindful of who's around me, perhaps, maybe, very mindful of not breathing at someone, that sort of thing too heavily. But I can't promise that I'm always going to be 6 feet away from everybody. It's unrealistic. And it goes without saying, I don't have the coronavirus. I haven't had it. I don't have it now. I probably won't have it in the future. Why? Because I'm trying to make sure I have some healthy food every day. And I'm definitely staying away from people. And I'm teaching online. There's very few people I come in contact with right now. You could probably count them on one hand. Yeah. So, I realize your guys' situation is probably the same. Sometimes maybe worse. Sometimes a little better. And none of this stuff should be permanent. None of this stuff should be thought of as being a permanent thing. No, it's not something that should be permanent. It's better that everyone is miserable and can't do what they want to do, but they can stay alive, or is it better that we die, but we have meaningful lives? And the question I just asked will be more meaningful a half year from now if the same kind of crap is going on, more or less. It kind of goes back and forth. So it might get better, but it might get worse for similar reasons. I don't know. At some point, people are going to say, enough is enough. I'm not doing this stuff anymore. And, I've been told by one of my buddies that if we have a riot, somehow this virus might mutate in large groups. I don't know. It's just what he said. Mutate to the point where it's far more dangerous than it really is right now. And we'll have not just thousands of people dying throughout the world, but we'll have millions, billions, right? Large scale deaths. I mean, large scale. We'll make the Black Death and all the wars. We'll make all the deaths came about from pestilence and wars and famines and look like nothing. That's just what he said. I don't know. But government has no business telling people how to live their lives. None. All right. Leave us off the comments below. Catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.